And his name is John C.
Hey guys, Skrub here, and today I have a little kind of part 2, I guess you could say, to the video that I made yesterday, and this is some more League of Legends gameplay. This is the other part of the game that I showed you guys, actually not the full other part, but just a little bit, and this is kind of a little bit of why I use Vigar, which I'm actually going to make, I think, actually I died right there, but, double teaming, fuck that shit, but I'm going to make a guide, I think, to my favorite champions in League of Legends. They're all mages, so just keep that in mind. Now, I said in the last video that I was going to talk about Sony and Microsoft teaming up to make a console, and why I think that would be a good idea, so that's what I'm here to do in this video. Now, this won't be a very long video. Now that I think of it, it probably won't be, so keep that in mind. So anyways, I think that if Sony and Microsoft teamed up and made a console, it would fix a lot of things. First of all, you got your obvious one. Xbox and PS, or Xbox and PlayStation fanboys, whatever, would be able to just get one console and play together. And there wouldn't really be any console wars. It would just be peace, It would be peace. And I think, with both their great ideas, or with both companies' great ideas, they'll be able to make a very nice console. And, it'll bring more people together. And it'll be very good for a lot of reasons. So, I think that's a good reason. That's also a reason that they could combine the networks, but I don't think Sony's ever going to go for that for some reason. Don't know why. But that's one of the main reasons. Now, another reason is that the exclusivities. Now, I was talking about this in my last video. I just didn't get to finishing what I was talking about. Now, exclusivities are a very, big thing when it comes to DLC for COD games, or certain games like Dead Rising, like I said, on the Xbox, or Infamous on PlayStation. Exclusivities can piss a lot of people off. On both sides of the spectrum. Now, if they teamed up and made a console together, there wouldn't be any exclusivities. They'd be on all the same consoles. They'd come out at the same time. It would just be that, and it would put an end to all the elitism that goes on. My console's better than yours for whatever reason, whether it be the exclusivities or the features or anything really. And it would put to end a console war that's been going on since the dawn of time. There's always been console wars. There's always been, and look at that play right there. Just look at that play. I mean, if you didn't see it, go back and rewind it. When I killed that guy, just the strategy, man. Planning ahead. That's what Vigar is all about. That's why I like him. You gotta think ahead. But I'll talk about that more in my later video. But there's been console wars ever since Nintendo and Sega put out the first, real big gaming consoles. There's been console wars forever. Since the dawn of video games, there's been console wars. And this may be the only way to put them at peace. To end all the console wars forever. If Nintendo and Sega had teamed up and made a console together, which maybe they did, I don't even know, it was so long ago. If they teamed up and made a console together, there wouldn't be any, Sega's better or Nintendo's better or anything like that. So there would just be, they're together. And I just think it would be a great idea for them to do. And I know a lot of people want to have a choice on what console they get or whatever, but if they team up, there's not going to be a choice, and it's going to make it a lot easier because, you're not going to have to discuss, well, if I get this, I can play with my one friend. If I get this, I can play with my other friend. Because that's really the kind of choice that I had to do whenever I went out to get a console at Christmas this year. My friend had an Xbox One, and David had a PS4, and we all know who I picked. And it's not really because I like one or the other better or more. It's just one, I had a YouTube channel planned out with David, and I kind of had to get a PS4 of that, and a DLC came out early, and I just liked the console better. I liked the control better. I'd been using the PS4, forever because I'd been with David, and David got a PS4 back in, 2014. It was a while back. I still remember the day he got it, too, because I showed up at his house, and it was just there in his room. He had no fucking idea. and it was a great day. So I ended up getting a PS4, and that was basically that. Now, if they had just made one console together, I could have gotten that one console, and I could be playing with both of them at the same time, but that's just not how it works. So, I guess that is a very short video explaining all the reasons why I want Sony and Microsoft to team up together and work on something, because I think it would end a lot of the fuss over the console wars, and, make a decision a lot easier on all of us. And of course, it comes down to I get the console or a PC, and that's obviously, something that cannot be solved. I mean, PCs are going to keep evolving and evolving and evolving, and honestly, PCs are probably a better choice. I'm just going to say that I've played on both, a PC and a console, and PCs are probably a better choice, but, you got to get a good one. You got to spend more money on them, and sometimes it can be hard getting used to mouse and keyboard, and you're definitely at a disadvantage using a controller in games like FPS games, things like that. But the graphics are so much smoother. You can do so much more with them, and that's basically it. So we'll see you guys in the next video. This has been Scrub, and peace out.